Hi everyone, Lanell here with Expats Toolkit, your one-stop channel for everything you need to know about moving and living abroad. Are you dreaming about a new adventure overseas? Before you pack your bags and hop on that airplane, there's a few things we need to talk about. Today we're going to dive into what you need to do 6 months out before your actual departure date. I'm going to do several videos. Today's 6 months. I will do another one about 3 months out and another one 2 months out, 2 weeks out, to help you kind of navigate a schedule to know what needs to be done in the process of moving abroad. I encourage you to purchase a binder that has pockets in it, that has zippers that hold things inside, like receipts and different things. Keep it all in one place, and this will make your life so much easier. There's so much going on, and there's so many moving parts that it's easy to get lost. If you have it all in one binder, it's a referral. I always set it up as a 6-month tab, a 3-month tab, a 2-month tab, and that way you can quickly go through things as you need to or refer back. First things first, we must start with the good old paper chase. It's not the most exciting part, but it is the essential part. And that is finding your passports, your marriage certificates, birth certificates, driver's license, all of those important documents that you're going to need, and make sure that you have them all in one place. You've made copies, you have uploaded them to a cloud. They're not going to expire within 6 months to a year, because that'll be a problem for you if they are. You need to renew them. Put them in this binder and keep it together. Common things that you'll want to bring with you: driver's license. I know this sounds crazy, but if you have a college diploma or a high school diploma, you'll want to bring that, because believe it or not, when my husband was going to take his driver's test to get his driver's license, they asked for that. Crazy, right? But if you're trying to get a job abroad, anything like that, you'll want to have that with you. Insurance documents, you need to have that with you. The next thing you need to do is really embrace the digital era. You need to scan documents up on a cloud, scan important information that you think you may need or want to save. Keep it all on digital. Some of us old folks love that paper in our hand, but when you're moving abroad, it's very hard to keep track of that stuff. Plus, honestly, digitally is the easiest way to track it. Keep it up on a cloud. You can easily print it from there, download it, whatever you need. That's the best route to go. Now, granted, don't ditch the hard copy. You'll need 1 copy for sure, at least 2 if your passport and that sort of thing. But bank statements, insurance policies, all those things, keep them on a cloud. That's the best route. You need to sit down with your banker and discuss with them your plans. Let them know that you're moving abroad, where you're moving to, who's handling your account, how you're forwarding all your information. Make sure that you can move money if you need to, like bank transfers to wherever you plan to do that with, whether it's, like Wise or the bank in your foreign country. Set up someone as a secondary signature on your account. And it's really important to have a relationship with a banker that you can talk to just in case something comes up. We were fortunate enough, we had a great banker. She was so nice. We've had a few issues, a few glitches. She was able to get all that taken care of for us while we were living here. You'll also want to make sure that your bank is allowing verification codes to be sent if you decide to go with an internet phone. These are just a few things that need to be discussed with your banker before you leave. There is an option of a really great company called wise.com. They are awesome to use when you want to do transfers. To avoid to pay a lot of transferring fees, they are a great service to use when traveling, because you will receive a debit card from them. You can use it at any ATM machines or as a credit card. And basically they will do the exchanges within their own system. There is a little bit of a transfer fee, but nothing compared to banks themselves or ATM machines. So I'll leave the link below so you can do some research on it. Next thing you'll want to go do is visit your doctors. Yes, I know. If you haven't had a checkup, go do that. If your country requires a medical exam or vaccinations, take care of all of that. Go visit your dentist, your eye doctor. Anybody that you're seeing, get up to date on checkups. Also, you'll want to ask them for your medical records, whether it's digital or whether it's printed copies. Of course, obviously, you're going to scan those up, but point being is that you need to gather all that information, and you can do it 6 months out before you leave to your new country. This is the hard part, telling all your friends and your family that you're leaving. It can be a very emotional time, and many may try to change your mind, but it is important that you let them know what your plans are so that they can not be surprised, but also it's a nice gesture. Start getting in the process of letting people know what your plans are and saying your goodbyes. This is also a new time for you to start making new friends and saying hello to new expats or people in the country that you're moving to. Join some expat groups, start connecting with people, tell them when you plan to arrive, would like to meet up for coffee, that sort of thing. Maybe get some contact information. Start doing this about 6 months out before your trip. Start locking down your flight, your short-term accommodations, your transport from the airport to the hotel or wherever you're staying. There's a lot of different apps out there that you can watch for airfare pricings. They fluctuate all the time. You can put alerts on like Kayak and get those booked, because once you have your airline booked, accommodations, all that good stuff taken care of, there's a little bit of comfort in, okay, I've got that piece done. Now it kind of pushes you to get the other stuff done. Also, don't forget, you'll need to get travel insurance, get a prices on that, check with your credit cards to see if they have travel insurance. Make sure that you do that around the same time that you do book your airline tickets, just because you want that insurance to cover the tickets if something would happen. Now, you want to arrive into your new country knowing words and phrases of their language. So I suggest to download a language app. I use Duolingo, and I'll leave the link below. It's a great way to start getting in the habit while you're watching TV or you have free time throughout the day, just to quickly go through a few little lessons here and there. You learn to speak, you learn to hear what it sounds like, what are the words and phrases that they use, and it really will make your transition into your new country go much smoother and easier. So learning how to say hello, thank you, all of those simple terms is a great way to get yourself acclimated to a new language. Is download an app, start learning it, and be prepared. Okay, here we go with all of our stuff. I know, we're Americans, we love our stuff, but we've got to start sorting it out. I would create a donate pile, a garage sale pile, the pile I want to take with me. Make your piles and pick room by room, go through them, and start sorting it out. Because you do not want to wait till the last minute to try to figure all this out, because you're going to have a lot of other things going on. This is something that you can do way ahead of time. Really get things down to very minimal amounts of things you want to bring with you, because obviously it costs more. It's amazing how much stuff you'll discover that you have, and you're like, why do I have so many of this or that? So start decluttering. If you plan on shipping your items overseas, you need to go ahead and have an arrangement, research different shipping options, and also start to try to have something booked. I don't know how far out they need to be booked. That would be something you need to research, but I think at least 6 months would be the best option. But you'll need to set up a schedule when they're going to come pick it up. So this is the time to start really getting that finalized. When we decided to move to Turkey, there was a lot of things that we couldn't decide whether we should keep or what we were going to do with it. So we rented a storage facility and had all those items put in that facility. And that's something that you may want to do. If you're not sure if you're going to like living abroad, you can put all your things in storage. And at this point, this is a good time to kind of make those arrangements, do your research, find out what the costs are, and have a plan. If you own your own home, this is where you're going to have to start figuring out, do I sell it? Do I rent it? I would sit down with a real estate agent, talk to them about your plans. Maybe they have some information about the market that would be beneficial to you. And if you are planning to sell it, then it needs to be on the market to get sold. If you do plan to sell it, you also need to have a plan of, okay, well, if it's sold before my actual move date, where am I going to go? A relative, a friend? Are you going to rent a hotel? Where are you going to go? So make sure you have that in your plans as well. Make sure you know all the details of the requirements of the country you're going to beforehand. Know what vaccinations are required, what is the visa requirement, what is going to be the cost for your initial startup, like rent. Kind of have an understanding of your baseline so that you know how much cash to bring and what are the processes that you need to jump through to get your long-term residency there. You also need to find out what is not allowed in that country. For example, maybe they don't allow alcohol if you're planning to ship things. You need to find out what that is and make sure that it's not in your shipment of things, because that would be really terrible to get in trouble for something you just didn't know. This is a good time to get information about health insurance requirements in your host country. Find out if it is required. If it's not required, I still recommend that you get health insurance, what the costs are, an agent that you can connect with once you arrive, all that good stuff. So get that taken care of right now so that you're prepared. Time to make arrangements for your little fur babies. Yes, if you're planning to bring your cat or dog, you want to make sure that you have all the paperwork that is needed. Know what the plan is once you arrive there, if they have to be quarantined or what is the requirement. Whew, that was a lot of stuff, right? I know, and we're just starting. This is 6 months out from your move. So trust me, getting organized early is critical to this process. It will help your move go so much smoother if you follow these steps. Don't forget to check the description below as I give you a checklist for your 6 months out, as well as I have many other links that you can go to find out more information about moving and living abroad. If you have any questions, leave a comment below and I will get back to you. Please subscribe and like this video as I will continue to make more information about moving and living abroad. Getting organized early will make this process go so much easier for you. Don't wait till the last minute. Start this process and make it happen. You'll discover that moving and living abroad will be an incredible experience you'll never forget. Thank you for joining, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Please follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Until next time, happy adventure.